masculine feet pictures. Today we're going to be ranking the top 10 most destructive mods for 1.21.1 that I could find, and they are the top 10 because they're the ones that I found and I'm making the video. So this is the mod we're going to start with, which is called HE Tools. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's get some. We're going to go ahead and start with the C4 over here. So if you hover over the C4, it has a code. So in this case, it's 136267. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know, I've already forgotten it. 136267. 136267. And there you go. It starts off the timer, and you can use your screwdriver to get in here. Unscrew this panel, and then you gotta cut not that wire. Not that wire. Let's try this again, shall we? You can stay there. So 136267. Get in here, unscrew this case. Always the red wire. There we go. And that's just diffused, and I think, yeah, you can go ahead and pick it back up. That's really nice. Next we got the mine. I like that C4 there, because you set your own custom timer. I'm assuming the mine doesn't work for me, so let's just get a friendly little guy. Oh, yeah. So the mine does a significant amount of damage, actually. Let's just have another look. Oh, there. Just give him a little. There we go. So that's the mine, and then finally this mod has the bomb, which I think you use this detonator with, and we just click it. There you go. Now we could wait for a little posse of guys to have a little hangout, and creates what used to be a posse into a giant hole, which is my favorite thing, giant holes. Now, in terms of like the content, what's in the mod is really good. But there's only 3 bombs. I really like the UI that you can unscrew and cut the wires. I think it would be great for like a war like mod if you got some vehicles, like tank mods and maybe timeless and classics. It would be really cool. But as a standalone, I think it's B. It's good, but I wouldn't use it standalone. Moving on to the next one, we've got Insane TNT, which adds a whole plethora of different TNTs. Creative only item to undo the. Well, I'm going to be doing that last because that sounds irreversible. But we got a whole plethora of TNTs here, so I'll just grab a couple to use. We'll try some of the nukes. Crack a nuke. High explosive. I want this little one. Let's just grab a flint and steel. I don't want to destroy the village too much yet because I have something planned for them. So we'll go up here. Start with the slime TNT. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Turns blocks and slide does explain. Not what I was expecting, but quite nice if you like trampoline parks. I guess. What's one? This is called Arrow TNT. Let's try this. Hopefully it'll be a little more deadly. It didn't do a whole lot. Maybe I'm just blind. Right. That's also useless. Let's just try the Sub-Zero one. Hopefully this can be a little bit more destructive. Oh, that's really cool. Spawns ice around all the nearby entities. Freeze. Oh, Oh, okay. All of the nearby entities. That's really useful, actually. That's really cool. That would be really good for raids. Which, speaking of which, there is an outpost that will blow up in a minute. This guy... I just want to test this amber one on him. Right, something I am noticing is they still have an explosion themselves before the effect takes place, which is quite unique. I think with the other mods they typically, instead of blowing up, do their unique thing. This one is called the Ultra Nukes. Let's start small TNT first. Actually, let's start with the little bitty one. Yeah, it doesn't even kill a villager. Look, it's nice. You know, you could place inside a friend's house and not get them too mad. Now let's try this. I want to go a little way actually. Let's go to this outpost and try the Kraken nuke. Just pop it right in the middle and get far back. Oh, that's cool. Oh wow, it's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. I killed the guys all the way up here. Or are they just... No, they're definitely dead. Wow, okay. Oh. Right. That's really not what I was expecting at all. It has a really weird explosive range, but I really like it. I like that it's not just a deep crater and it rips the top layer of the surrounding areas. That's really cool. I really like that actually. Let's go and try the Ultra one, which I don't know if is more or better than the Kraken, but we'll find out shortly. If you know what, I will be impressed if this guy can survive. If he survives, he gets free fate picks for life. Okay, yet again, I'm just going to take a step back. Oh. Wow, I really like the way it does the craters, where instead of one single explosion, it's pushing it back with the explosions. I think that it works for the optimization of the mod as well. This has been so far very impressive. Oh. I thought it had finished. Apparently it had not. Speaking about optimization, that was loud. I have a feeling that guy's not alive anymore. Oh, yeah. He's very much dead. This thing's still going. Let's see if there's any more. I want to save the creative only, because that seems like him. Oh, and Ultra World Dissolver. Oh, okay. So this Cosmic TNT destroys everything, and this is just to reverse that. So we may as well give these a try. This is still going though, so I'm a bit scared of what these next ones will do. The destruction range on this is insane. Oh, okay. It's all rendered in now. Oh, it doesn't like. Let me turn my render distance up. Let's get a real. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, that poor village. Oh no. I think the village is fine. What a great destruction. I'm gonna put the ultra world dissolver here. You can get that. Not that he's gonna sweat on that. Gonna try and get a big step back because that is loud. Okay, it seems to have gone down there. Oh, it's doing exactly what it said. It's not TVT. Yeah, it's not TNT. It's dissolving aspects of the world. That's quite cool. Very unique. Oh, okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. Never mind. So it drills holes and then blows up all the way over there. Wow. Wow. Okay. I think we got nothing else left to do but the cosmic TNT. And run, just like run for like there's no tomorrow, because I don't know what it's gonna do. Well, hopefully what it says it's gonna do. Did I even ignite it? I didn't. Oh, yep, I definitely ignited it. Oh. The delayed sound effects are lovely. It doesn't appear to have done what it says in... Oh. Knocked out by the blast, you wake up days later, the world you knew is gone. Nothing left but a smoldering tribute to humankind and foolishness. Wow. That is... Wow. It's nothing but fire. Ooh. Oh, that was some good music. Let me see what happens if I go back. It's still exploding. Oh. Apologies, that was loud. It's still doing its thing. Can you make these? Something I didn't check if they're survival friendly. They very much are. Ultra world dissolvers. That's not very expensive actually for what it did. Oh, okay, never mind. It's yeah, it's a lot of work. Volcano TNT. Wow. Just the destruction of, I think this was 3 TNTs, just decimated the land. Let's go find its place on the tier list. Insane TNT it's quite literally what it says in the title, insane. It has a lot to offer. There's a lot of mods and it's all survival friendly, which is, well, I say survival friendly, you're gonna have to grind for it, but for what it is, it's really impressive, and they really optimized it in a very impressive way, with it not being one explosion, in multiple, and it keeps expanding, and then with their cosmic heater, instead of actually blowing everything up and destroying your PC, it just transports you to another dimension that's nothing but fire and bedrock. I think there are technical aspects of it that are just incredible, really well made, and it's still fun. So I think I'm going to give it an A. You set one of these things off, you know that you're going to have some trouble. As a good mod. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, moving on to the next mod. Let's do the Orbital Railgun Reinforced, which is, it's been, oh, that's loud. It's been circulating a little bit online, and of course I wanted to try it out for myself, which is the sort of the inspiration behind this video itself. I'm going to do it at night time actually. I want to see this thing light up the area. So this is what I was saving the village for. You know, well, first of all, it's the only thing the mod adds, but it looks lovely. Oh, there's a shift, there we go. Hold to charge, release at full power. Very interesting. Okay. Without further ado, let's just... Oh, it's loud. This is insane. What? What on earth? That is insane. Is it still going? That was incredible. Its destruction isn't the biggest. I was expecting to wipe the village out, but it doesn't need to be. The visual display of that was impeccable. That was I don't know what to say. That was incredible. It looked fantastic. And of course, the Railgun is survival friendly, and this isn't insane. It's expensive for sure, but it's not insane. It's definitely doable, and it's something I would consider having in a survival world, because it's not too over the top where I'll blow up my entire world. But if I wanted to just, you know, mess around with it, yeah, 100%. Yeah, let's go rank this thing. That was just wow. So the Orbital Railgun, it's called. It doesn't offer much. Obviously, it has the one item, and the destruction isn't incredible. But wow, it is stunning to the point that I just was lost for words. That it looks so cool. Something straight out of a sci-fi film. It's got to be an S. It could not be any lower. That was incredible. Moving on to the next mod, we got nuclear bombs, which seems to be on the more technical side. It's crafting recipes. Yep, recipes. So this book just has recipes to 5 ton, 10 ton, 20 ton, and how to ignite them. It looks like they got some custom ones as well. We have Skulk, an End, Ocean, Foliage, and we'll get one, the 10, the 20, and the 5. And of course the Rainbow Bomb. Nuclear circuits, medium coolants. I like that. I like that it's aimed to be survival friendly. So you have to collect the uranium, and yeah. But the others are survival friendly. But this one appears to be made for survival, which is a big difference. So I'm going to go ahead, and as that orbital railgun didn't do too much to this village, we'll just skulkify it. Hold shift. Okay, there we go. I think. I might need redstone torches actually. Hold shift. Oh. Oh wow, okay. That's interesting. I don't know if I did that correctly. Let me try again. Click again to confirm. Do I have to click? I have to click it again. That already is a little bit. I know I don't think the skulk ones are for survival. And I don't know how to spell skulk. Let's go with the end one, for instance. Oh, they are. Okay, that's interesting. I don't like that you have to be on top of it to blow it up. The destruction is cool. It would be really good for like decorating an area if you want to make it look like the end's overtaking or the never's overtaking the overworld. That would be cool for sure. So I see how it could be used for building, but as a destructive thing, I'm not. See, that looks really good. That is, you could build that. I'm sure it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap. You could build that and instantly transform a barren area. But obviously, wouldn't do any destruction, which is what this video is about. So we can move on to the actual nukes of this mod. After the rainbow one, of course. I don't know what I expected. That did exactly what I thought it would. But by the looks of it, yeah, so it's just dye mixture, which is 4 dye, yeah. That's pretty easy if you want a lot of wool. Let's start with the 5-ton nuke. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it in this building. And start it with redstone. Oh, okay. See, that's better that we get 10 seconds to run. Not that that's going to help with a nuke, but... Okay. Weren't any particles or anything. The damage is decent. Not a fan of the no particles. Let's see if I'll stay at redstone required. Is that not what I'm... Interesting. Okay, let's... Oh, of course, they're just being thick. So for these bigger ones, you need time to run, so you gotta set up some redstone. I'll just go to here and step back. Oh, okay. Oh no, you still gotta touch it. That's weird. Oh, right. I'm just gonna double check that I have my particles turned on. If I can remember where particles are. Particles are on. So this mod just doesn't offer any particles. That is a big destruction zone, big area, but it doesn't look cool. I'm really looking for a nice explosion and a nice amount of the damage. Which it appears to have the damage, but and I don't like the fact that to substitute for the particles, it just gives you blindness and nausea. There is new armor with this mod, which I did see, which is, yeah, grants immunity to radiation, explosive crafter, which I'm assuming is like a custom crafting table. For bombs, yeah, that's cool. I like that. But yeah, no particles. It's not. It doesn't look very flashy, not very nice. Let's go ahead and try and get this on our board. So I really like the particles and explosions, and even within CNTNT, where there was still vanilla particles, it had it still had vanilla particles, which yes causes a bit more lag, but it doesn't just poof, it's there. Where I think, although this one is aimed for survival play, so maybe they've gone for the radiation and blindness to optimize it to the max. And I do like the survival aspect. I just, without the particles, it's gonna have to go and see. It didn't look very nice, but it is still a good survival mod pack. Moving on to the next one is Medieval Siege Machinery, which is a little bit of a step away from all of this. Let me go ahead and look at a mansion. Let's just go ahead and teleport here, and let's try and batter their walls down. So we got a mortar, culverine, a catapult, trebuchet, ballista, battering ram, siege ladder, and then cannonballs and giant arrows, and then the building aspects of this. So let's just go ahead and place down this siege bench, which is just a crafting table, but reskinned, and I'm assuming that you could only craft these in. Yes, that's cool. Yeah, so it's some vanilla resources, but primarily new resources, which aren't expensive, but it adds to the the medieval feel of it. That it wouldn't be like netherite to make. So let's start with the mortar. It's got health, so it is an entity. I'm not normally a fan when it's an entity. Oh, but that does mean I have to mount it. Yeah. Ammo, gunpowder required. Okay, so we're aimed, we're locked down. No gunpowder. So even in creative, you're going to need gunpowder as well. Or do we have to? Do we have to feed it gunpowder? How does this work? Oh. Not massive destruction, but it looks cool. And it is a little difficult to use. Admittedly, it's a tiny bit of a learning curve there to just understand how it works. And how do we... That's interesting. See, I don't recall. Maybe I did in one of these attempts fill it without knowing. Let's go ahead and try this one next. Try and get a better look for it. It does. The reloading takes a while, which is realistic. And then F to fire. It seems that most of the work went into the models rather than the animation of the explosions, but I really like. I think this could really add to like a castle build, especially this catapult. This catapult looks great. 12 whole seconds. Look at that. And it saves progress. That's good to know. Just trying to fill it up. Okay. And Fire. Okay. So these mods are... this one's a little tricky to gauge because it looks incredible. I mean, look at this. You have a castle, and this is, you know, this is at the front of your gate. It just looked incredible. Okay. And then I think we just click it with this. That looks amazing. Visually, these are just incredible, and this is what just... they do take their time reloading, which is very realistic. Come here, show yourself. Just missed. That was his fault, not mine. And last we have the battering ram, which I can move whilst it's reloading. Wait 6 seconds, 3 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna position this where it's actually gonna do something. He broke one brick. Does this mod have anything else to offer? Let's have the final look here. Doesn't appear to. They do look incredible. Now let's try and find somewhere for this on the list. The only thing, it looked incredible, but it didn't have very good, if any, animations in terms of the actual firing the projectile. The launching and everything looked flawless. The projectile itself didn't. It didn't really exist. But that being said, and its reload time is realistic. So if you and your friend had a castle each or a little area each, and you put lots of those crossbows up, and it could make a really cool medieval thing. And I think for any medieval pack, this should definitely be on there. So it's going to go in beta. Moving on to the next mod, we're actually going to look at one that doesn't have its own mod page. It's that small, but it's called the Orbital Death Ray remote, I think, or it just adds the Orbital Death Ray remote. We can double check this. No, we can't. It's not even got its own mod category. That's fine. But we're just going to go ahead and give this a try on this match in here. The item itself, it doesn't look the best textured, so I don't have the highest hopes, but who knows. Oh, so we got a... Okay. We got to launch. Put in the coordinates. I like this. 3,694, 3,694, 137, and then launch code. Do we need a launch code? I'll put launch code 1. But if I don't know a launch code... Oh, of course, that's my Z. Minus 2271. 2271, and then... minus 3694. Interesting. This is proving to be more confusing than I'd once hoped. Okay, so having a look into it, as a launch code set, we have to set a code through commands, which is done so that you don't put this mod on a server and break the server. 2268 minus 2268 and minus 3690. Launch code 1. Fire. An interesting use of particles, actually. Oh, okay. Oh, right. That is a whole lot of destruction, and it's still going by the looks of it. I didn't hear any sound effects or anything, but maybe it's delayed. I'm not sure. Well, I did like the it didn't look the best, but I did like the use of particles there to show some sort of laser, and it does seem server friendly. Wow, these mobs are really struggling to fall. Probably because of that. Yeah, that's most likely gonna do it. That's a lot of entities. Wow, yeah, so a lot of destruction. Pretty cool. And if you have your, you're doing a server with some friends, and you have their base, and they killed your dog. You just get one of these things, put in their coordinates, and well, then you have a lot more to worry about then. And let's double check it's craftable. Oh, it's really cheap actually. That's somewhat of a concern. Okay, well, something I didn't know, it does add some other objects. So let's just get the landmine, the bomb vest, and rocket boots. So far, what I would say is if you're going to use this in a survival server or just a server, to alter the recipe maybe, because that seems very cheap for the destruction that can cause. Let's just go ahead and oh wow, okay, that was loud and unexpected, but unlike the HE explosives, you can blow up on your own one, and these ones are hidden. But they do a good bit. I thought this is good explosive damage for a landmine. And the bomb vest, I've equipped it. I don't know what it does. Shifting activates. There we go. Let's get some villagers in here. Let's say I wanna, oh, it's this. There's a child. Oh, so it does exactly what it says it does and blows up. Sprinting activates. Holy moly, that is loud. I'm not a fan of that. The rocket boots I don't see much use for, other than to annoy the life out of anyone that you're playing with and yourself at the same time. I would like to check if this vest blows me up. It's got blast protection 5, which is pretty good. Very much so, it blows yourself up as well. Yes, quite a cool mod. It does add some use to, yet again, like a war server. Not necessarily like medieval like the last time, but I think this and HE would be a nice combination, considering see, that's a more balanced crafting, but I would alter the Orbital Death Ray remote's crafting recipe, because that's just way too cheap for the destruction that did. Let's find its place on the ranking. So the Orbital Death, yeah, Orbital Death Ray, not the Railgun, not to be mistaken by the Railgun. It's gonna have to be another C tier, and that's purely because unbalanced crafting recipes, which I know some of them are fairly balanced, but the texturing is not great, and I feel like in a mod that adds so few items and so few mechanics, I want it to look nice. But that being said, it's still enjoyable, and I would still add it to a multiplayer sub. Okay, moving on. Next, we are going to look at another one that doesn't have its own mod page. It's a small mod yet again, and it's just adds a rocket launcher. So very basic, and to be honest, I'm unsure on how it's going to hold up to, because obviously it could add just Timeless and Classics or Point Blank, which both have a good range of rocket launchers. So we'll see if this offers anything, any reason to put this on instead or additionally. So okay, just right click, charges it up like a bow, and the destruction's good. It's a decent radio. Oh, okay. It's quite accurate as well. Very pinpoint onto your cursor. Let's just check what these are like to see. That's really cheap. That is more. This rocket launcher is more of a vanilla friendly. If you had Timeless Classics or Point Blank, which I previously mentioned, then you've got loads of different guns, and you lose a bit of the vanilla feel. Where this, from its very simple texturing to simple use and functionality, does feel vanilla. It's not great, but if you just wanted to sneak it into an otherwise vanilla mod pack, I would see some use in it. If you don't want to go too over the rails with it, but let's put this one on. So very simple, very small mod. It is going to go in D. I do see some use for it, like I said, with a more vanilla style server, but I don't personally see any time of me using it, or any possibility of me using it. I like some good animation, some good 3D models, and this unfortunately didn't have that. We've got 3 left, so let's move on. Okay. The final 3. And the next one we've got is Nukes, which is just the name of the mod, Nukes. And these appear to be names of actual nukes, like Little Boy and Fat Man, and Hydrogen Bomb, Castle. So they've gone for more realistic in their names, where Insane TNT is like Kraken Nuke and Cosmic TNT. They've gone for more realistic, and they does add some ores, plutonium, antimatter, uranium. And let's just look at Little Boy. How would you craft Little Boy? It's pretty cheap, considering, well, I don't know how rare uranium is, but it seems cheap enough. I'm just going to go down into a cave, actually. Just go down into a cave and see if we can spot any. That appears to be uranium from the nuclear bombs mod. Obviously, if you have more than one of these packs on, you're gonna probably struggle to notice and point out the ore you're specifically looking for. But they seem to have some good ore generation. It must be deep slate level, which doesn't surprise me. Oh, look at that, 2 mob spawners. 3. Oh wow. 3 mob spawners right next to each other. Okay, in my quick glance, I did not spot any. So I don't know. Oh, is that looks like emerald? It is emerald. Yeah, so I don't know how rare it is. It seems decently hard to find. 4 mob spawners, that is insane. That is crazy. Okay. Let's just go back to creative. Yeah, I don't know how difficult it is to find radiation. To find to find uranium, but we will see the destruction on Little Boy, which I'll plant right here in this village. Which may require its own special way, or just redstone, which may make sense over TNT. Yes, okay. And it, oh, that's interesting. It turns into an entity once it's charging up or getting ready to explode. Do I have to touch it, or is... primed Little Boy? Okay, that's scary. You'd come out of your house and someone's left this primed Little Boy for you. Anyway, let's... yeah. So... it appears that you don't know when it's... Oh my. I don't know if I set that off or if it was just on a random timer. That was very loud. What an incredible range of destruction for the lowest tier bomb in this mod. That is... I understand why uranium is rare. Wow, incredible destruction. It's just... that village is gone, apart from that one poor little house down there. Which, speaking of gone, I want to use this next one, Fat Man, on this hill here and see how much we can eliminate. The Fat Man crafting recipe is 1, the Little Boy itself, and then 3 more uranium crystals. So you're gonna have to do a lot of mining to get to Fat Man. Then let's prime him. I don't know if I set him off last time or if it's just on a timer. I think it's just on a timer. So let's just sit back and watch this explosion. It appears to be taking longer than a Little Boy, so maybe the bigger the explosion, the longer the prime. But it gives you plenty of time to run away and hide in a fridge or something. It seems to have stopped shaking. Do I want to get close to it, or is it just gonna... I don't trust it. No, that's very much shaking still. Like I said last time, I don't know if I did anything to detonate it or... No, I apparently I didn't, and... this is pretty laggy. will we recover from this? I do not know. Yes, we will. What an insane explode. This is the second biggest bomb in the mod, and that is insane. Look at the size of this hole. Also, incredible for diamonds. Look, there's diamonds there, there, and there. You could get diamonds just galore if you... Oh well, that's a lot of flats. If you yeah, make this, that's a big thing. Not any... I don't see any uranium though. So it could be that rare, but with a crater this size, I don't blame it. Look at this thing. That hill that I put it on, I thought it would be like a little indent into it. It's gone. The hill is gone. Well, find me a pollen stretch on my hull that was bigger than I was expecting. I don't... right, we got one more. We got a hydrogen bomb, and then we got some... It's just... I'm hoping this is far enough away to still see the full effect. I'm gonna look at the crafting recipe whilst it's priming, because the priming takes a little while. Okay, so this time it's, you know, the Fat Man, uranium crystals, and plutonium this time, which I can only assume is rarer than uranium. By the looks of it, plutonium is found in the end, and uranium is found in deep slate. It's very difficult to gauge with these because their explosions are so big that I don't even know if there are any effects or anything, because your game just freezes the moment this thing sets off, which doesn't appear to be yet. What? Holy moly macaroni. What on earth? What? I thought it was gonna like be a little bit bigger than the other hole. Not like the size of all of them combined. Look at this thing. That was the other hole and I thought that was huge. This is not okay. Is this deep slate or bedrock? That's bedrock. It goes all the way down to bedrock. The only good news is I might have actually found some uranium now. just, well, I can't even begin to think what these other ones are. Oh wow. Instead of doing the same thing and going up one by one, I'm going to jump all the way to the last one, but I will check the recipe still. So this Castle Bravo is the hydrogen bomb surrounded by plutonium ingots. The Tsar bomb, I can't remember how to pronounce that, is the same thing. Castle Bravo surrounded by plutonium. Antimatter TNT, which is the last one, is uranium, plutonium, antimatter, the previous bomb as well, and antimatter is netherite scrap, plutonium, and another star. So I'm gonna place this down in the middle of this village and wish them the best of luck, and also wish my PC the best of luck, because holy, that took a long time. Enjoy this sped up version of me waiting. Right, the antimatter bomb just did not want to load. I think that the scale is too huge, because I waited a good half an hour to an hour, and this thing just did not want to load. There's a chance it would if I left it, but I got bored of waiting, so let's rank this thing. I think its realism is amazing. The only thing is the scale of the bombs, which is yet again its realism. So I think I'm gonna put it B. I like how realistic the like processes and the bombs themselves. It is a lag machine for sure, but it's ultimately a really cool Nukes mod. Just don't play with it on a world that you really like, because it just will not exist anymore. Let's get down to the final two. Okay, so I saved the final two mods. The final two mods that I've saved for last don't add anything to the game item-wise, but they instead improve how explosions look, which is why I've saved it to last. So we've seen what the explosions look on their own in their own individual mod packs, and now we're going to see what it looks like with this first one on, which is called Explosive Enhancement Reforged. So let's see, with just a basic TNT. I really like that. That was really nice. Let's try some bombs. Let's try it with the bombs. It's very cartoon-like. Let's back up a little bit. Yeah, I really like that. It just looks so much better. So much nicer than your stock standard basic explosion, it just looks good. I'm going to test a gay TNT. And just go with a basic nuke and see what these look like on a larger scale. It didn't actually do anything, but the explosion was still great. I guess I'm gay now. Very effective, very strong explosion, that one. Let's just test with the Titan nuke. I'll use these same whoa, it's loud for sure, but that just looks so much better. Wow. Obviously it's designed for smaller explosions, so there is a bit of a, when there's loads going off, a little bit of a funny thing where it looks like they're floating, because they are. But that, such an improvement, even for vanilla. Just how it looks on your basic TNT is just such an improvement to what we currently have. Let's see where it ranks. So I think it's gonna have to go B. It's such a simple mod, but it looks so much better. So, and especially paired with these TNT mods. The only thing where it wouldn't be A is because I don't think it compares to the insane TNT mod or the Nukes mod, which is its name by the way, just Nukes. So we got the final one. Let's see if anything else can make it to S. So I've disabled the other, the mod we just were looking at, the Explosive Enhancement Reforged, and I've activated the Explosion Overhaul, a new level of destruction mod. And we're going to see which one's better. Start chunk scanning. This is all fresh off, so I'm not entirely certain on what this does. Okay. What is chunk scanning? What to find the index specific blocks for explosion effects, for instance. Okay. So I think us scanning the chunks, so it scans all of your chunks that are rendered. So I think my chunks are at 24, so it's rendered all 24. Scan them all, identified what blocks what, and will, if what I hope is correct, have a unique explosion effect for each one. So let's go ahead and start with just your normal TNT again. Ooh, okay. Let's see that again. It went for a more realistic look than Minecraft style. This could go really nice. Okay. Let's try this bomb with the new mod. I like the smoke. It goes very far actually. Last but not least, we have the Titan nuke. Now I expect this to be pretty laggy because it's gonna have increased particles, right? What? Okay, that is a downside. Significantly laggier with more particles. It does look good though. Oh my. How many frames are we getting? If any. I do like that it froze the blocks though. It does lead to a different type of crater because the blocks were thrown everywhere, and I like that. It does lead to a lot of lag. A lot of lag. Okay. So the final mod is going to... It's difficult. It causes a lot... can I put it back down? It causes a lot more lag because it has a lot more particles. I wouldn't combine either of these mods with nuke mods because the explosion's bigger, the particles are more, and it just looks funny. But if I had to use one, I would use this this one any day over the other. The other one looks really nice and it's like pixelated and a nice art style, but the explosion overhaul just matches my style more, I think. If I were to combine this with, you know, the Timeless and Classics, Point Blank, and HE's Explosives, that would create you know, a really cool warfare type mod pack. But I wouldn't recommend combining with any nuclear mods. So there you go. There's your answer. The best one is clearly the orbital laser. Not best for destruction. The best for destruction is nukes, which is just mental. And saying TNT is the best whilst maintaining frame friendly, for sure. And I think one of my favorites though, for sure, is the HE's Explosive. It's just simple, it's nice. I would love to put it with Timeless and Classics, especially combined with the Explosive Overhaul. But the animation for the orbital laser is just too nice to not be this. Well, cover my feet in peanut butter and lick them. That is the end.